Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Rambler's Backyard Diner today. We sure appreciate you. We've got a little bit of big news. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers. We're so happy about that. We're so thrilled and we're so grateful for all the time that you spend sharing your time with us, watching some of the cooks that we do and the adventures that we take. And we really appreciate that. Today, we've got another cook coming up. We're going to do a chicken sandwich on ciabatta bread with Swiss cheese and bacon. And we're going to use a maple Dijonnaise sauce to finish it off. It's going to be fantastic. So here we go. All right, as always, we're going to oil our griddle down first. Make sure that it's nice and clean and ready to go. It's always clean before I put it away. But I always like to make sure that there's no residual dust or anything because it does sit outside here before we start our next cook. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do for this cook is we're going to put some bacon down. Trying to keep my hands clean. I don't have a sink in this vicinity and I'm doing chicken today, so just want to keep everything clean. Okay, to make our sauce, I'm going to take a little bit of Duke's. We're going to put a couple tablespoons worth in there. And we're going to take some of this Grey Poupon, the Dijon mustard. The supermarket brand works just as well. Put about half a tablespoon or so of that in there. And then we're going to take some pure maple syrup. Don't use pancake syrup, use pure maple syrup, or maybe a little honey. And we're going to go with about a half a tablespoon of that in there. We're going to give that a good mix. Looks good. Let's give it a little taste. Needs a little bit more Dijon. So I think that's probably about a whole tablespoon now. And let's try that one more time. Perfect. All right, you can see that I've put my chicken in this Ziploc bag. I've already trimmed some of the fat off of it, and we're going to pound it. We're not going to try to pound it so that it's super thin or anything like that. I just want to even it out some. We don't want to have a sandwich or a piece of chicken that is thick on one end and thin on the other end. Otherwise, it will take too long to cook it on one side and not long enough on the other, and we'll end up with hard chicken on one part and undercooked on the other. So we're just going to even it out some here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We'll just get it close. Okay, now the bacon has started cooking and it's rendered some of its beautiful fat for us. We're going to put it over here on the other side. And we're going to reduce our heat. I think we're a little bit too high right now. Let's go down to about a medium low. Okay, now I'm going to take my scraper and I'm going to move some of that fat to the back here. And then I'm going to scrape and get some of the junk from the bacon off. Pull that down here. And then I'm going to pull that luscious bacon fat back. And that's what we're going to cook in today. All right, time to put our chicken down. Down she goes. No, Penny. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to take some of this Superbird by Fire and Smoke. It's really good stuff. I really enjoyed on my chicken. We're going to give that a light dusting. Trying to be careful with the salt, so just going to be a light dusting. And we're only going to do it on one side. Okay, our bacon's come as far as we want it to go. So we're going to go ahead and pull that off, put it here on this plate with a paper towel. Let it drain. And our chicken's ready to flip, so we're going to come underneath of this chicken. Now, I did switch out my tongs for hygiene's sake. I'll put that in the bacon grease on this side and let it continue to cook. Okay, now we're going to scrape down this side, clean it up so that we can toast our buns. Now, when you draw this hot oil towards you, be very, very careful. Anybody who has a camp chef, you don't need to burn yourself. Just draw it towards you very gently and soft. And look at there, we've got a pretty clean griddle already. Okay, now we're going to take our ciabatta rolls and we're going to put them down right here and just toast them lightly. We just really want them to kind of warm through, maybe just a little bit of crispiness on them. We don't need a whole lot, so I'm not putting any butter down. So our rolls they've softened. They're not really toasty yet, but that's just about the point that I want them to be, just warm through. I'm going to take them off and we're going to start dressing them. Okay, so we're going to take our ciabatta roll here on our little platter and we're going to put some of that maple Dijonnaise on both sides. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to take a little bit of that arugula and put on the bottom bun here. And then we're going to top that with some of this beautiful bacon. Okay, we're going to top each piece of that chicken with a piece of Swiss. And we're going to close the hood and let it melt for just 30 seconds or so. Okay, our cheese is melted and it's time to come off. So let's put these guys right here. Beautiful. And we're going to take that piece of chicken and we're going to put it right on top of there, just like that. And then we're going to crown him up with the top bun. All right, so that's a beautiful looking chicken sandwich. And there's nothing left to do but give it a try. So here we go. That is so good. So good. So my first impressions of that, when I first took the bite, I got the Swiss cheese, and then the maple Dijon kicked in, and then the peppery taste of the arugula. Oh boy, I tell you, that was fantastic. That's a good bite. Really hope this inspired you to do something today. If it did, hit us with a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit us with a subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything we do here in Rambler's Backyard Diner. We appreciate your support so far. We're really grateful that you've helped us to get to 1,000 subscribers and look forward to your continuing support. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.